Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is the third installment of the Marvel franchise, written and directed by James Gunn. So I recently just saw this movie. I went in not really knowing what to expect, and I was pleasantly surprised at where the movie went. Like always guys, if y'all are enjoying the content here, please consider liking, subscribing, leaving me a comment, and sharing the video. This will be a spoiler-free review, with the exception that this movie does take place after Endgame. So if you're unaware of the events that happened in Endgame that have to do with some of the characters in this movie, I suggest not watching it, so you have been warned. Guardians of the Galaxy is definitely my personal favorite mini franchise. The first volume is still my favorite. The second one I am okay with, and this one I really liked, even though it doesn't dethrone the first one for me. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, I would say, just reaffirms the audience why you love these characters. You feel really connected to them, so when they hurt, you hurt. When they're happy, you're happy. When they're flying around shooting laser beams and helping people, being the Guardians of the Galaxy, you feel that energy. And I think that James Gunn really excels at balancing comedy with drama. Nothing feels overly dramatic, nothing seems too silly. For me, I don't really like silly comedy, I like smart comedy. And I feel like James Gunn really excels at that. So this movie starts off with Quill sort of in a depression. He's still depressed about Gamora because we all know, spoiler alert, that Gamora dies in Infinity War. So we're dealing with the ramifications of that. We all know that due to the multiverse, we now have a new Gamora. But the new Gamora doesn't remember anything about Quill. She was never with the Guardians of the Galaxy. She has no ties to them. It's hard for Quill to take that, being in a space where Gamora's here, but she's not my Gamora. And through some circumstances, it really turns into a story about the heart of the Guardians, which is Rocket. So this whole movie really focuses in on him and his backstory, which you can only assume is very heartbreaking considering he was experimented on. And once we finally get that information and how it happens, it's just, my eyes were personally not dry throughout this movie. I found myself getting pretty emotional about some of the things I was seeing, and that's not just to do with Rocket, the Guardians themselves, because we've come to really care about these characters, and again, when one of them hurts, we all hurt. I guess I had missed feeling that way when watching a Marvel film, because I haven't really been into cape stuff in a while. I think the last superhero film that I really connected with was the Batman, and that's a separate universe, but I really liked Volume 3, specifically just because it almost feels like a Fast and Furious movie, and because it's like, we're family, and that point is made really well in this film. They are family, and this is what we do for family. We might fight, we might bicker, but we have got to be there for each other, and I really liked that sentiment. I will say that if you are an animal lover like myself, this movie is going to be quite difficult to watch in certain scenes, but I think it makes people aware of how all life forms need to be treated, and I'll keep it at that. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, while not being my favorite volume of the franchise, it's still a solid film. I do want to see it again. Make sure that you stay because there is an after credit scene. I am looking forward to wherever James Gunn is taking this franchise, and I want to see more of my Guardians. Thank you guys for listening to my review of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, remember to be awesome and stay true.